2018, at least here on Zanyo FM. This song was so huge. We played this song over and over and over, but I can't seem to get enough of it. Midnight Jam coming in from DJ Maforisa, Rouge, Apas, and Fig for Maker. Now, of course, it is very fitting to play this song right now because guess who I have in the studio? Welcome to this edition of Celebselect, and this is bound to be one of those ones for the books. Like, everyone is going to be talking about this one for a while because this guy is like, everybody knows him. He's like uber talented, whether you love him or hate him. At the end of the day, he's like super talented. He is a gifted speaker. Because I see him, he does all these videos, and I'm like, how does he even do this? I think he should come work on the radio. I have a feeling he would be pretty good at this. But he's talented, he's entertaining, and of course, he's extremely controversial. He likes to stir the pot. He likes to start a bit of trouble. But you know what? Welcome to the show, Agas.
We give thanks. Thank you so much, Esther.
I'm so glad you get to be here. So much has been going on with you in this past year, but I'm glad that we get to be here and talk about it.
Sure.
Now, so within this past year or 2 years, you've gathered quite a bit of a following. You had a following even before when you started doing your music, but now you've gathered quite the following, especially on social media.
True.
So now there's so many fans who might not have known you before, and you've been here before, but there's so many people who might not have been here for that interview. So I want us to go back to the very beginning.
Yeah.
To who is APAS? How did we get here? How did this APAS emerge? Because all of us have a beginning. We have where we come from. So I want us to dive a little bit into that. Into you. Who is APAS? Who built APAS? How did we get here? Where were you born and raised?
To be honest, I was born and raised in Kampala.
You were a city boy.
Yes, I was a city boy, and that's why my first album is called Mva Kampala. It's not really like a mistake that the album is called Mva Kampala. It's because I really come from Kampala, and I'm really glad. So I was born here. I was born very close to the Kabaka's Palace. We're living in the ghetto down there in Chisenyi. And life was not the best, but we were happy because everything was moving smooth. Daddy would bring bread, milk, and all that. So life was pretty okay, like, you know. And music was home, like, all the time. My dad used to make, like, copies of tapes. He would buy masters and used to sell tapes. So they would play music at home. Music. Yes, exactly. So to play a lot of music. That's why I'm a musician. And I did not force myself to be a musician. I never wanted this.
You never wanted this?
No. I never wanted this. And it's
the art called you. You did not go looking for
it. You're never sure about most things. For some people, they're sure. You know what? I'm going to go to the university, and I think I want to be a doctor. That wasn't me. Like, I just did music like a thing. And listening to music as a kid, like Oliver Ngoma, they would play like Kanda Bongo and all these artists. And I think I'm a student of the music. So with listening to music, I think this was one of the oldest radios, and my dad would listen to this radio, play music in the morning. So we would go with him, like, he would take us to school, and the music is playing on the radio, and he would sing. Like, I didn't know that I would become a musician. So grew up, went to Kampala Kindergarten as a kid. I went to Nakasero Primary School as a kid. I happened to repeat P6 because of stubbornness.
And clearly the stubbornness is still there.
Yes, it's still there. I've never lost the stubbornness, to be honest. I see so many people get mad at me, but people who know me know that I'm a funny dude. Like, I've been like this since I was a child, and it's not really a coincidence. And I'm not ready to change myself because I am a musician, so I have to behave a certain way. There's nothing like that. So left Nakasero, went to Maryland High School. And by the way, as I was in Nakasero waiting for my papers, I went to my first studio session.
So wait, while you were in Nakasero?
Yes, in my
school?
P7. Yes, in my P7, just after my P7.
This is interesting. You went to
That's
the first
2002.
studio session after P7?
Yes, 2002. So when I see these young artists, or like some old artists who think that probably
they have been doing this for a long time,
I just see kids, because I know you're a kid in the game. You may be an elder, but you're a kid in this game.
He has started.
It's the truth. Because if I started in 2002, then who are you who started in 2008, and 9 to tell me that, oh, you are an elder in this game. You're not an elder. You are an elder in age. But you're not really an elder in music. So musically, I started way back. And even the song I did back then, if I sang it now, no one would sing it now. Straight up, because it's too good. Even when I was singing back then as a kid.
After Nakasero Primary School.
I went to Maryland High School for my S1 to S4. Then after I went to Creamland, St. Lawrence for my S5. Then after that, I actually went back to Maryland. Creamland was a little boring. I wouldn't manage the lifestyle.
It was too straightforward.
Yeah, it was too much. So I just went back to my former school, finished, went to the university. I did like 1 year, I just dropped out.
What did you start doing?
I was doing IT.
You were doing IT. So it was just not fitting for you.
Yeah, it was good. Like I was good at it. The only problem is that I was better at music. And I would be like studying and I'm writing songs. Like it was not fair for my parents. So I talked to my dad. I'm like, Dad, I really want to focus on music and try do this as something I'm going to really take on and be about this. Because I love it and I'm doing it all the time and I'm not concentrating.
You're not concentrating. Okay. I'm sure you have heard, even in this first segment of the show, he has started. He's starring this sport. But you know what? We'll be right back with more from APAS. But let me first ask him, what is your first song request?
Speechless by Michael Jackson.
Speechless by Michael Jackson. Yeah. Any reason why this song in particular?
Because I'm a calm guy.
Because you're a calm guy.
Just listen to my voice.
I don't know about that.
102 Sanyo FM.